Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. Here's the return from inside his tent. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hawkeyes offense takes the field. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Webb. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Spartans offense will go to work for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Line gets set. First down. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Shaw. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take off. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Riley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Smarty!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, and to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left. He's off to the races. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
swings it complete to the right.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Shakes off the defender. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Iowa 14, Michigan State 10.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. A 1st down for the offense. The lone back's got it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd. They will score! Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Iowa 21, Michigan State 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Lambert. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Here's the handoff. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Iowa! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28. Michigan State, 10.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up second down.
He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
The Spartans have taken it inside the 20. On second down, they'll take to the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. It's on target and complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Looking down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was out.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for, and take it at the 30-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. The run to the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give from the gun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Tackled after picking up the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Iowa! And the beatdown has ensued. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Iowa 45, Michigan State 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And now on 2nd down for this offense.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get any...
He uncorks 1 deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the 1st, and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Give to the fullback. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and they'd limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the route is on. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point.
Michigan State, 24.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard